This is Salamancer. You are watching SalTV, and we've got today another official Highlander match. This one between Knights of the Apocalypse and Stock 4 Pubs. I'm not exactly sure how to say that, but nonetheless, we do have the riding crop roll out once again here for the red team, and they're getting down very quickly through the lower hand side. I'm joined today by, once again, Psunfragga. What is up?
Hey! Nice and rainy from London.
It's actually getting pretty late over there for you, I know, but here it's 5 for me. I am doing just fine. And it sounds like Knights of the Apocalypse was off to a kind of a bad start there. They lost their medic, but he's using the Vitasaw. He's got that 20% Uber charge, still ready to go. And this mid-fight is still anybody's game right now. It looks like our spy here for blue is the second casualty, but so far, Knights of the Apocalypse doing a very good job without their medic here at the mid-fight. Only 4 left up for the red team. Ouch, knocking down that mini sentry as well. So yeah, KA very strong on the mid-fight so far. Kairu just trying to deal some damage. Ooh, very, very close to death there. He had like 15 health. Jeff as well, 11 health, but he is going to be A-okay. And now we've actually got Dexeldragon on the sniper. We had him earlier on the pyro, and he didn't seem like he was doing that well, I guess. He was kind of concerned about his own play, but he wants to cast him on sniper. I think that was his goal. So now, Sun, you come from the European 6v6 scene, which really could not be more different than this, but you want to explain a little bit about that?
What's the question again? My game was so loud, I'm getting really into it.
Yeah, you come from the European 6v6 team, which is basically just vanilla, right? So this is a very different experience.
For this season, we've gone for the vanilla, just medic crossbow, Kritzkrieg, Blitzauger, basic, straight up. Too many people whining about the unlock, so...
Okay, and as in an opposite play here on UGC, people whining about not enough unlocks, I think, that practically everything is allowed. There are only a couple of banned weapons, one of them, of course, the Enforcer. You're still not allowed to use full sets, so if we see anybody using like a set hat, like that familiar Fez, that's sort of banned, but it looks like both these teams playing a straight-up game, and right now we've got an Uber Pyro here from red team. They are trying to knock back blue, not really get a lot of kills here while they go for a back cap. Back cap failed, but now it looks like our spy here dropping back as well and getting himself killed. So he went for the stab on the medic, didn't quite manage to get it, and now red team is, gosh, they're still falling back to their second point. Knights of the Apocalypse here, a little bit of an Uber disadvantage though. Oh, and here comes a big aggressive soldier jumping. Actually, this is Drainarian, I want to say, is his name. I'm not going to be able to pronounce all these correctly, I know it. But nonetheless, it looks like Knights of the Apocalypse managing to hold off so far. They're holding mid very easily. They want to push in, but oh, lots of damage coming down right now. This heavy, I don't know how he survived there. I thought for sure there was going to be like a heavy over there on the other side. There wasn't, though. But I think what we need to do here while we wait for this stalemate to get underway is we probably need to have some hat analysis going on, and that is really why Sun is here, of course, our expert hat commentary. So what do you got for us?
I'm seeing S-Dog with a green tire lean.
Let's find that guy. Actually, I used to have one of those as well. Let me see if I can spot that, because the green Tyrolean, there you go. S-Dog looking like a boss with that. Actually, they're getting on second point there with just one person to try and cap, but yeah, sporting that like a boss. And now tune a fish. Of course, that is a play on words there, because it's like a tuna fish, but also like tuning a piano. And I've completely ruined the joke for all of you now, and whenever you hear that joke, you're just going to groan and be like, Salamancer's awful. But no, red team here backed up once again to their second point, and really they're having some trouble. Jeeves goes down there to some stickies, so they kind of knew where he was. Knights of the Apocalypse not able to push here yet onto the second point. They're still sitting around this little pre-choke area on mid. I don't know if you guys have any names for that over in Europe, but actually you told me you don't play on Yukon a lot, so very, very, very different sort of experience here for our vanilla TF2 player. Nonetheless, sounds like there's an Uber charge going down right now, and a little bit of miscommunication about that. The heavy was turning around and spun down when the Uber was popped. Now spy coming around behind them. Looks like he wants to go for a stab. Does manage to get the heavy, and here goes the medic now as well. So Knights of the Apocalypse finally finding what they want to do here. They've got the Uber on the heavy, and while Ubered, look at that, while he is Ubered, he actually chucked a sandwich down just to make sure that as the Uber fades, he'll have the overheal ready to go. And Collide here doing a very good job of getting lots of kills so far, playing a good heavy. He's finally getting knocked out by a scout, but that may not be enough. I think Knights of the Apocalypse are going to manage to capture the second point. And let me know if you see any more really awesome hats, because I think quite a few of these players have some awesome ones.
I'm not. First thing I'm going to look at is the medic hats, because of course I'm main medic. But red team are running the mountain cap. Do not like. Massive thumbs down for that one.
You don't like it? I don't know. I think with the earbuds there, it just looks like he's like, yeah, I'm going to sit here and be a park ranger and just not care about my team. So
I guess
you know,
it does
whatever.
suit the map.
It really does. We've got 4 life here trying to poke in, and never mind. He is running right back away. Thought he saw a spy cloaked, and he's trying to find him now. Oh, get out of there! That heavy is going to eat your lunch. Now, Knights of the Apocalypse now holding firmly onto the second point. They're dealing with a little bit of heavy aggression here, and actually, in 6v6 you really would not see this as much, but in 9v9 you see players very often pushing away from their last point because they've got so many people who can sit back and watch last that backcaps aren't actually as easy to accomplish in 9v9 as in 6v6. It sounds like the Uber popped right away, so that's exactly what's happening. Red team pushing out here right now with an Ubered Heavy, and it's once again getting air blasted by this Pyro. He just will not stop. Griever finally getting knocked down, but he's wasted precious seconds there off of that Uber. So now that we are sort of set up here with 100% Uber advantage for S-Dog, it looks like they want to push in right away. The Heavy here getting the counter Uber there, but our Red Medic and Red Heavy here, the Medic Heavy combo pushing back onto last, not taking a lot of damage, so the Uber kind of wasted there for Blue. Nonetheless, they are still trying to peek in and deal some damage.
I think this is the first Yukon game I'm watching for Highlander, and I would absolutely love to see teams really trying to get the backcaps in and going behind, but I don't really think that's normal for the Highlander style. I mean, we see it a lot in 6v6, so it's very interesting to perhaps see competitive 6v6 players trying Highlander.
Yeah, and actually we do see that occasionally. The classic mix-up team, of course, was a team to watch. They had a lot of 6v6 players doing 9v9 and doing it very, very well in a very coordinated fashion. But mix-up seems to have died. There are still some other teams out there, though, that do that, such as the 8 competent players and root team that we watched yesterday. Oh, Soldier jumping in, trying to get the medic. He goes down. But yeah, I mean, you do see that, and we did see, I think, some backcaps in one of my earlier games. Backcaps do happen in Highlander. They're just much harder to pull off unless the entire enemy team gets away from that point and you just send a spy right around. Oh, Tuna Fish knocking out Jojo to Clown, though.
I would really like to see Blue pushing in here. I mean, they've got a full Uber advantage, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yep, right now, walking across the bridge. Yeah.
Oh, and the dark side is just pushing them off the bridge. We've got a little Wrangler sentry. I hate that.
And it's a mini-sentry, too. We're having a Wrangler mini-sentry battle. Wrangler on Wrangler right now. What on earth? Oh, no. So they've managed to hold on to their last point so far. Well done to them. He may want to, reset that sentry, and I think it got a kill there, so he's actually got some Frontier Justice crits. So we're going to see if D Duckman can use those.
Some hat coordination going on. Heavy, Medic, Engineer, all with lime green hat. What is this?
It's pretty cool, actually, is what it is. And now we've actually got an Uber coming out for Red right now. Oh, and they are pushing out. They didn't manage to get a lot of kills yet. Griever and Piggy are down, so that's a Demo and a Pyro for Blue. They've lost their Soldier now as well, but it looks like the Heavy's trapped by the dispenser, and he goes down! Oh, no. So, Red there looked like they wanted to push out and do a really aggressive job, and their Heavy just got caught way out of position by that dispenser.
Having a quick look on Red last, and there's nothing hiding behind them, so perhaps they can keep the pressure on and keep pushing into the Blue team, who seems slightly out of position, hiding underneath the point.
They are now walking up to the side, though, so any opportunity for that aggression probably lost there by the Red team. And in Highlander, I mean, even if you don't know, you've got like a spy, you've got a scout, you've got a lot of people who can get out there and give you good information, but sometimes that information you're just not in a position to act on it. Your heavies are pretty slow, and sometimes teams are just a little bit unresponsive and uncoordinated here, especially if they aren't used to the 6v6 scene. Here we've got heavy Medic pushing out once again, but this time around, for life, the spy for Blue, for Knights of the Apocalypse, has killed the Heavy. And so that completely shuts that down right away. They had a little bit of an Uber advantage, and that is gone now. And it looks like Piggy needs to get back in this game. Ouch. So, Knights of the Apocalypse sitting back here on second once again. They are in a position to take shots on goal. They've got a sniper around to the right-hand side and a soldier just sitting here seeing if he can't defend that sniper a little bit. So that's a neat little combo here. But here comes the spam, and nothing you can do about that except back away. Is Piggy getting back into this game yet? It seems like there is a pause. So, we'll keep this running, and I will... Okay, and looks like the teams just got back now. We are recording once again. Piggy just got back into the game, so they've finally managed to fix their little problem there, and I need to get this chat box away, please. Nope, it's not going away. There we go. Maybe finally it will die. Oh my gosh, it's still there! There we go. Got rid of it. All right. It looks like red team here back up to their last point once again. Hex Stream, their medic, running pretty much a vanilla loadout, it looks like. Of course, the problem they're having right now is that they're losing players left and right. Blue could really push in on this, and they are. They're pushing their heavy way far forward here. S-Dog goes down, but I don't think it's going to matter. There you go. The cap is set. 1-0 for Knights of the Apocalypse against Stock 4 Pubs, S4P. So what do you think about that round?
I like it, mainly because it only took, 10 minutes to do, as opposed to a long 20 minutes on Yukon, it seems.
Yeah, these Yukon, I mean, some of the 5CP maps are just way more built for 6v6 than they are for 9v9. With 9v9, you can cover every single choke point all the time. A red team with a very quick rollout here, and they're already trying to get damage down on this scout, but he is being such a pest right now. They finally knock him down, but not before dealing some damage themselves. Drain Aryan down already, and it looks like blue and red both setting up on opposite sides of the point right now. Red heavy pushing in. Oh, a stab. Sounds like big stabs on S-Dog right now. Jeeves going huge there at the mid-fight. Dexeldragon and S-Dog both gone down to backstabs. Oh no! Now 4 life repaying it in kind. Hex Stream is down, so both medics dying to a backstab there at the mid-fight.
Once again, I am astounded by spies in America. You guys, I credit to team.
They absolutely are. I've played against some incredibly beastly spies, and I gotta tell you, if there's one thing I hate about Highlander, it is that there's always a spy on the field, and I just rage at that. But of course, I'm always yelling at my pyros like, "Come on, guys, spy check better. Just stay next to me and spray fire in my back all the time. Do it." That's what I love my pyros to do. They're always like, "No, Salamancer, we want to go get kills." And it looks like the blue team did manage to cap, but we've got a red soldier up here just trying to knock down that mini-sentry. No problem, he's going to do that. Down to about 97 health standing up there, but I think he's going to be able to help be aggressive. Scout getting on that point a little bit. Is he, though? He's getting up there and trying to deal some damage, but oh wow, actually, SP Darkside manages to kill Tuna Fish. Meanwhile, Dexel's gone down to another headshot. Drain Aryan down to Kairu, and so that's a soldier v soldier battle there. I think that Kairu managed to win that one, no problem. Now we've got Griever here just trying to defend his medic's backside. So there you go, keep that spy off your medic, Griever, doing a great job there as the pyro. Now, yeah, once again, red team is kind of backed up to their second point. They wanted to get out there and cap mid again, but not going to happen. And Nani, what is going on? I don't even know what happened there. What is Nani playing? Oh, he's playing the sniper. That's right. So complaining about maybe just missing a snipe a little bit. We're watching the Dragon cam, as the Uber pops for blue. Not a very effective Uber for Knights of the Apocalypse. They didn't deal a lot of damage. Only the scout is down right now, and Jeeves gets a kill on Piggy. So where is Jeeves? It looks like he is just now dead. They did manage to spot him out and stop that spy play. So that is, of course, the problem with spy. You can be really good, but once that pyro gets on you, you're pretty much toast. And literally, like, he'll turn you into toast. He'll put you in a toaster. Okay, Knights of the Apocalypse now pushing once again. Dex wants to get a kill there on the sniper. He manages to get away, though, with just taking a body shot. About 75 health remaining. And Hex Stream is once again, we're seeing this very forward hold here in the choke point. They could get spammed, but they are not. Dispenser going down and probably... no, okay, so it was knocked down by those stickies. Oh man, that Uber was popped, and once again, not an extremely effective Uber. He did manage to deal a little bit of damage with it, but really what it's done is given a little bit of positioning to the red team. They have pushed themselves forward, but now they're being pushed right back by a pyro once again. Oh, Darkside getting on top of the spy. Yep. And once again, spy being caught out by the pyros. So as these teams adapt to their spy play, we may see the spies get less and less opportunities to get those crazy medic picks. It's pretty much just like the... A stream chat actually telling us this is pick your poison. Any map with water and toasters are both dangerous. Or they're dangerous together. It's a dangerous combination, so I've heard. Uber coming in for blue now.
A lot of air blasting actually going on by Red Pyro.
Yeah, he did manage to shut down that Uber, but not without losing his own life. And now Jojo the Clown, deciding that he could hop around the corner and entertain the masses, and instead got a minigun to the face there. So, you know, clowning it up only gets you so far in Highlander. And it looks like Knights of the Apocalypse is going to be able to push once again on to the second point. So I think they may have this. Hexstream does have 100% Uber peeking around there. Why is he doing that? I do not... Oh, you're kidding me. Oh no, now the Uber is forced here, and it looks like he's just walking out to try and prevent this cap for as long as he possibly can. Finally finds his demo man there, and that may actually force blue team back for just a little while, but if I were them, yeah, I'd get up right back to capping, and Tuna Fish coming in, trying to deal the damage. Ooh, may get knocked out there, but no, it looks like the Uber does go down, and 4Life coming around behind the enemy team, puts down the Sappers right away, doesn't manage to get the stab there, but at least the Sappers down. So, yeah, red team backed up to last once again, and that's not a fun position to be in. So what would you like to see out of a Highlander defense on the last point, son? Bearing in mind that the Wrangler is allowed.
I would like to see, to play devil's advocate here, because I absolutely hate the engineer for ruining my pub funds in off time, but I would like to see a level 3 wrangled sentry underneath the bridge that leads to the middle point. Just to spice things up a bit, stop people from coming in. I mean, I know they're putting it in the standard place, but come on guys, that's boring. Get some innovation, come on, you're engineers.
That's actually a really important thing to do as an engineer as well, is if you can change your sentry locations up, the enemy may not know where they are, so each time they push in, you just pick it up and move it to a different spot. But of course on Yukon there are only so many spots that you can actually use. Knights of the Apocalypse has a nice little dispenser set up here once again. That hero dispenser, of course, that we saw earlier, blocking that heavy. We're going to see if that can do the same thing now, because in comes the red Uber once again, getting air blasted back here by the Pyro, and now trying to retreat there with about 70 health left. Oh no, Jojo the Clown has a vengeance out now for the back with a vengeance against that dispenser. Oh, Hexstream goes into a backstab though, and now Dex has knocked down the engineer, so actually I don't think there's going to be any more wrangled sentries going up anytime soon. Only a Pyro left to defend the point right now, and now a Scout and Demo coming out as well, so actually they may get this defended, but just barely. And actually look, they only have 3 up, 4 up. I don't know, blue could have been aggressive there, but they decided to go against it. Oh, no, never mind. Spy here on the point right now. Spy against Sniper. This is, of course, one of those battles for the ages. And the Sniper taking a lot of damage here. Scout coming back down to help finish him off.
Go Sniper! Go Sniper!
Yeah, I don't think I was even playing the game for the Spy versus Sniper update. I think I've always been able to choose the Razorback on the Sniper. But nonetheless, they do, of course, have that little rivalry of theirs. Knights of the Apocalypse now pushing in. They're ready to push. Well, not almost. Look at this. There's only like 5 players left alive right now for red team. Their sentry is at level 1. If they were going to push, I think blue should have done it just then. Big spam coming down in these corridors now, yeah. And I think Knights of the Apocalypse there have lost an opportunity to push in. They are waiting for 4Life to get around behind, though, the enemy team. And it looks like he has not been spotted yet, so he's going to decloak. Oh, that's no good for 4Life. He's going to go for the immediate sap, see if he can get a stab, but no, sir, that's not going to happen. While the sap is going on, though, we do have blue team pushing in, so he at least called for the push. Now the Uber's popped, and this heavy does not have a medic on him, so he is going to die. The Pyro trying to push that back once again. Wrangled sentry now going down, and oh, big stabs there by Jeeves to
beautiful. Beautiful, well played, Jeeves.
Oh yeah, trying to stop this push as much as he can. Right now there's a Sniper, Medic, Scout, and now Engineer up for red team, and they do have an Uber, so it looks like blue playing very conservatively here once again.
I'd really like to see blue just pop that Medic's Uber, try and get that Engineer down. I mean, on such a long last point like this, to me, you really need that Sniper to try and pick that Engineer and get that Wrangler down, because the sentry is deactivated for a few seconds, and I'm not sure if that level of coordination is available with 9v9.
I mean, it really should be if these teams like realize that they could do that. I know that when we started realizing it on my old team, we started doing a lot more of that kind of stuff whenever we could. Oh, it sounds like an Uber was popped there, though. Red team pushing in once again. No Pyro Insight this time around. And is the dispenser still up in the same place? Yes, it is. We're going to have to see if we can have another hero dispenser. Right now, there is an Uber for blue team, though, pushing around behind that dispenser. There they go. And oh, no, I accidentally right-clicked, so I missed a little bit of that, but it looks like they did manage to get the backstab on Hexstream. So now, if anything, is another one of those times where Knights of the Apocalypse needs to push in there. Dexeldragon looking for the Engineer pick, and he gets it! So the Engineer is down. That sentry should be dead very shortly. Oh, good backstab there now by 4Life as well. And that is 2-0 for Knights of the Apocalypse with 10 minutes left in the round. So Knights of the Apocalypse showing some dominance so far here. Who would your player of the match be so far?
I'm gonna have to give it to Jeeves. I mean, even though they are 2-0 down, some of the backstabs that he is doing are fantastic.
Yeah, and let's just see if I can't find Jeeves on the... Yeah, he is actually beating his team out by a significant amount in terms of points, so you are probably correct there. He is definitely keeping his team in this. Oh, soldiers both getting popped up there, and it looks like they may have both just killed each other on top of the house.
Beautiful shot by Dexeldragon. Well played.
Yeah, and Dexel now getting taken out by Jeeves, so just ask Jeeves whenever you need to know how to kill a sniper. He will tell you right away. Jojo to Clown now walking around the midpoint here and getting some big damage down on the blue team. They're having to drop back to their health kit, and red looks like they may actually get this point captured. Oh, look at that spy forcing the stab, or forcing the Uber, though.
If blue can walk across this point, this is GG to blue. They need to start putting time on the point.
They are, in fact, doing that. They have managed to knock down the enemy heavy. Now, red team here with a very curious hold position against KA's Collide. Yeah, blue so far, though, with some really awesome play so far, and they're continuing to win these mid-fights. Red just now getting their Uber up, and let's see if we can't find that Uber. I am missing it entirely. Gosh darn it. But there it goes, it is just finished. Everybody pretty much on red still kind of overhealed except for their soldier, who has once again died, this time to tuna fish. And Zephyr now just trying to deal some spam out there, but I don't think red is going to be able to push out of this choke just yet. Ghetto goes down as well. Blue team setting up a very, very forward defense here and actually sending their scout and spy through the banana. So they are going to come out of there not only tasty, but also in a position to deal a lot of backstab damage. Lots of spam coming in right now, and there's a sentry location up here, but it gets knocked down right away by Piggy. And this is not Miss Piggy from the Muppets, this is just Piggy. So the demo man, of course, for Knights of the Apocalypse, doing some great work here. Here comes the Uber from blue team, and of course red popped theirs a little bit later, so they've got a disadvantage right now. Jojo, not sure what he was spinning up there for, but he did get away from that. But now with his Uber, it looks like Knights of the Apocalypse once again getting out onto the second point and pushing red team back slowly and inexorably and surely.
But red team have Uber. Why are they losing so many players? What's wrong? This goes against everything competitive play does.
It looks like maybe their medic was just caught out of position there. He wanted his team to fall back, and not everybody was back there with him. So they did end up losing a lot of players. Sentry is down right now, and let's just see if our blue spy here can get in and deal some great damage again. He's he is, but the problem is,
oh, and he's popped.
He has finally popped it, and now there's a Pyro pushing him off the point, so there you go. That is going to be 3-0 here for KA against Stock 4 Pubs. Really well done so far to KA, and this half is not even over yet. It's still 7:45 left, so we will have to see. I do believe there is going to be a halftime, because they're probably not going to get up to 5-0 yet, but we're going to have to see what happens so far. And yes, I know a lot of people in this game, actually. This is pretty darn awesome. I'm happy to see all the guys I know. I know Zephyr, of course. A lot of the guys on Knights of the Apocalypse, and so we're just going to have to see what happens. Kairu coming up with some very big aggressive jumping right away on top of the house, dealing a lot of spam down there, but they haven't managed to really pressure the medic yet, so he's walking out just fine behind his heavy. And this mid-fight is anything if not chaotic. It looks like Ghetto coming around here and knocking out not only Dexel, but now Kairu as well. Jojo getting a kill on a little mini-sentry there. And Nani has knocked out Jeff now, so Engineer down. His little Texan hat did not save him. Uber popped once again for Knights of the Apocalypse just as soon as they had it, and counter pop almost immediately by red team as well. But yeah,
I'm actually amazed by Knights of the Apocalypse. I think one of the key mechanics that they're employing very well on this map is that they're playing incredibly aggressively. I mean, even when they had 3 or 4 players down on this middle end, you know, the red team had a full team. They were still in there. They were not dropping out. And they were like, guys, we're here to stay, that's it, we're putting our foot in, and that's really what they came to achieve. And I mean, they popped the Uber. It's fantastic. 3-0. I'm loving this game.
Yeah, Knights of the Apocalypse is showing some very dominant play. These mid-fights, though, in Highlander are so different from the Sixes mid-fights that I watch. Sometimes I don't even know what to call. I'm just putting my camera in a place and hoping something happens, because once it gets to the mid-fight, there is no plan in Highlander that will ever work for you. You pretty much just have to roll out there and hope your team gets the kills.
And on that point, I mean, massive respect to all these Highlander players who can improvise so well whilst playing these games.
Yeah, improvisation a very big key. You just got to know what your target priorities are, know that if there's something near you and you can kill it, you should probably go for it as long as it's not a trap. And at mid-fights, I mean, Highlander, not usually going to see too many traps. You just got to watch those sniper lanes, watch for spies, and watch your flanks all the time. If you can protect your medic, so much the better, but I mean, mid-fights are not usually very good for having that medic protection just because in Highlander there's so many players to attack you. 4 life is down right now. S-Dog has his 100% Uber. He's pushing his heavy up right now. Let's find that heavy because he's going to get Ubered right around the corner. Collide has managed to kill the sniper right away, but it looks like, yeah, Knights of the Apocalypse finally has lost their first mid-fight, but they are pushing out right now. And Collide is probably going to get a bunch of kills here before this is finished. Hexstream almost has his Uber up here, but he's getting pressured by Piggy right now. Did he get Girardi'd there? Yes, he did, but he's falling back.
Oh, Chiefs is making his way to the enemy line. Can he do anything with it?
Ooh,
oh, no.
Nope.
No.
Not at all.
Oh, and he walks straight into a pyro.
Yeah, that's going to be no fun for him. Ouch. He did finally get taken down there, but it took him a little while, of course. And now Griever going crazy here behind enemy lines with the kills. Oh, it takes a Frontier Justice crit to the face, though, trying to stop that sentry from going up, and that's not going to happen. Now we've got Red Team, once again, very firm control of the mid-fight. In fact, I think this may be the first time all game they've really held the middle point for a prolonged period of time. KA on the back foot here, but how much time is left in our game? It's about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. 4:20 LOL left on the clock. So, Stock 4 pubs here have their work cut out for them. They're going to have to find some way to put aggression together and knock out this KA team. And pick your poison here. You should probably be in here casting with us too, man, because that's great. A valiant effort, but Jeeves has answered his last question. Hilarious. Right now, though, Knights of the Apocalypse back on their second point, and with a very good defensive setup here. They've got, of course, the level 3 sentry. There is an Uber going down right now, but it has been popped back once again by the Pyros. I mean, that's part of the job of the Pyro, is whenever that Uber is ready to go, you just get ready, get in position, and air blast. Air blast, air blast, air blast. Now, Nani is looking down the lanes here, but no counter Uber ready to go for Knights of the Apocalypse. They're running out right now. Oh no, medic caught way out of position and gets knocked out by Collide. Got caught on that geography there. That's not fun. Now, of course, there is a sentry coming up, though, and they're going to have to deal with this. It is at level 2. D Duckman on fire, still a lot of health, though, and he's hiding very valiantly behind his sentry, so the mighty ducks there.
I just want to point out Dexeldragon pushing up with about 8 HP with his teammate. Talk about support. Great teamwork there.
Play like you're overhealed. And the enemy will not know the difference. Ghetto now going around behind. Nope, thinking better of it. He wants to kill that demo, but he knows he's going to take a lot of damage if he tries it. Meanwhile, D Duckman still does have some Frontier Justice crits from that sentry he was setting up earlier. Knights of the Apocalypse didn't manage to capture mid with that push. They wanted to, but not everybody was in position to do it. So they are once again backed up to the last point, but time is running out here, and if Red wants to put a points on the board this half, they're going to have to try pretty darn hard. It's right now 3-0, and of course anything can happen, but in Highlander these caps tend to be pretty darn slow. Wow. Ooh. Okay, so lots of spam coming in from our soldier, but good air blast reflect there on that last rocket, and now the Wrangler is up. It's like 60 or 70% of incoming damage gets absorbed by that, I think. It's crazy. So that's why I'm not a fan of the Wrangler. What about you?
Not a fan of it, simply for my pub. It ruins my pub days.
Yeah, no fun at all, guys. No fun allowed. But now here we go. We've got Red Team pushing in with an Uber, and it looks like they may be able to cap it. But no, right now, Uber, Pyro, Wrangled, Sentry. That is not something you want to push into at all. The Uber finally fades off the Pyro, but now, Red Team actually losing, I'm sorry, Blue Team here, Knights of the Apocalypse losing a lot of players. S-Dog down with only 6% Uber in his little Vitasaw container right now. And Dexeldragon and Jeff are the last two up. The Sentry gets sapped here, and this Sniper is... What? Why didn't you just hit him with the Bushwhacker? Whatever, Dexeldragon showing us why he is a sniper.
Wow, beautiful teamwork by Jeeves, and who's the scout for Red Team?
That scout is, of course, Ghetto.sty. .sty what?
Excellent teamwork there.
Did not manage to catch it on camera. Can you explain what they did for us?
Jeeves sapped the sentry and the dispenser and went straight for the NG, while Ghetto just supported him by taking the sentry down, making sure there was no way for it to get back up. And by doing that, it just secured the second point for the Red Team.
Alright, looks like we did have a sticky trap there that knocked down Zephyr, and now Darkside down as well, and Nani. So I don't know if I agree with trying to push in just yet. Oh, Drain actually I think got air shot there while he was rocket jumping and while his opponent was rocket jumping as well. Now we have S-Dog down once again. 20% of his Uber saved with that Vitasaur though, and that just really messes up your Uber timings like none other. Big aggressive level 3 sentry here, and now the heavy pushing out to the left-hand side by himself though. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Oh, actually, he's doing it because there's 30 seconds left, so I do agree with that. Good job, Jojo. That's exactly what you want to do. And he gets headshot, though, just going to fall over and die and be like, well, can't do anything about that. S-Dog just now trying to keep his team alive here, and yeah, 9 up right now for Blue. I don't think there's any way they're losing this round. So they've managed to hold on to a 3-0 lead going into the halftime, and while we wait for the last 10 seconds here, we've got to find some more hats to look at. D Duckman right now, stock engineer hat, okay, no big deal. This guy here has a pretty nice looking little cap though, and the Deus Specs, so somebody probably bought that game. I have not played it yet though. Anyway, we're going to come right back after the half. And we are back with the second half now. Of course, it is up 3-0 right now for Knights of the Apocalypse, but you guys already know that. And this is once again Salamancer, of course, done by Psunfragga from London.
Hey!
Yeah. From the 6v6 team Crack Clan, I do believe, which is doing pretty awesome right now. So looking like the mid-fight here is just getting underway. Once again, that whip doing a really good job and pushing out towards the middle point. Getting Knights of the Apocalypse out there very quickly, but it looks like Blue Team doing a little bit of that as well. I need to reload my HUD there. There we go. Knights of the Apocalypse is now all on Blue Team for me. Kayru not being too aggressive right now, trying to get some buffs from his medic here before he hops out there and decides, oh no, you know what? There's a heavy over there. Let's not deal with that yet. And now there is a mini sentry here covering the sniper, but it doesn't matter because, hey, it looks like Dexeldragon has managed to win that little sniper battle, and whoever wins the sniper battle tends to win the big fights too. If you've got a better sniper in Highlander, you are very likely to do well, especially on maps that play to it. Yukon has a lot of long sniper lanes, but look at the very, very good aggression here by Red. They are just not giving up yet on this mid-fight. They are finally getting tossed off it, though, and Knights of the Apocalypse looks like, once again, they are going to have the mid-fight won.
Not the Wrangler sentry!
I am
it's done.
Always
Crisis
happy.
averted.
Yeah, always happy to see those things die. Oh man, and Knights of the Apocalypse now holding on to mid. Are they pushing right on to second? It looks like they are, and Red not in a position to deal with this. Stack 4 pubs, or stock 4 pubs, I'm sorry guys, I got your name wrong, it's my bad, but loses Hex Stream right now, so there's going to be a big advantage for S-Dog unless something crazy happens, and no, the Spy gets picked out! So S-Dog there not losing it out to a Spy just yet, and that means they're going to have such a big Uber advantage pushing in here last that I think they may be able to get this point very, very quickly and bring it to a 4-0. Jojo over here standing back and trying to hold down this side by himself. Where is the sniper, though? He wants to make sure that doesn't get him. No, and right now it's just heavy v heavy here.
Knights of the Apocalypse really should be pushing in here, not giving the red team any time to put their sentry up. I mean, they are running a mini sentry, and I think that is exactly what Knights of the Apocalypse are doing, pushing in with their Devilman and medic.
Yeah, they did come right across this big long bridge here. The problem with, of course, taking the bridge route is that it tends to, you know, you can tend to get air blasted off of it very easily, but it's the most direct route to get to the point as well. And look at that. Very quick 4-0 here for Knights of the Apocalypse. I am wondering, my friend, if our good friends here at Stock for Pubs can put a point on the board. That is what I want to see happen right now. I love to see close games here, but I also love to cast games with my friends in them, and Knights of the Apocalypse have been good friends so far, so thank you guys for providing the game. And let's just see if they can't get themselves, Stock for Pubs anyway, can get themselves some points on the board. Dexel now looking to see if he can't get a medic pick, but so far no good. Right now, though, Stock 4 Pubs kind of with their medic stuck in this choke. You don't want to be stuck in there. You got to get out there and deal some damage. Problem is, he doesn't want to walk into the sniper lanes, and I mean, I know the feeling there. But I mean, as with Badlands, for instance, when you're pushing out there, and as the medic, I mean, you just want to get out of that house as quickly as possible for the rollout. Even if there is a sniper, just move it. Move your butt, right? So you get trapped in those little houses or the little choke points or whatever, and it's a big problem. You're not out there to help the rest of your team push forward.
And Doggy2M, don't know how to pronounce your name, just popped his Ube.
Yeah,
it seems that Knights of the Apocalypse are a bit cautious on this middle. Perhaps they haven't killed enough players as they want.
Yeah, there's only 3 down right now, and the medic's still up. Hexstream is alive, whereas S-Dog has died. So that is the medic for blue there. Knights of the Apocalypse losing their med. Jeeves now coming around behind him. We're going to see if he can't get some big work, and he does manage to get yet another backstab. So Jeeves, once again, going huge this game, but he's been caught. He's on fire, having to back out here, and it looks like Red has firmly lost the mid-fight. Knights of the Apocalypse could bring this to a 5-0 if Stock for Pubs can't pull something together.
Now, Stock for Pubs do have a huge Uber advantage, so I'd really like to see Hexstream pushing out with his Demo Man, maybe his Pyro and his Heavy, just trying to take down the enemy team's medic, and then see what goes from there. The last thing you want to do is being forced.
Yeah, big spam coming in right now, but the Pyro for Red Team kind of stopping most of that. Of course, if those pipes had exploded while they were blue, they would have damaged everybody. But once you reflect them, they only damage yourself as the Pyro. They don't hurt the rest of your team anymore. So even if they're sitting right under them, it's just as if your own Demo Man fired them. So very, very good reflecting and good protection work by the Red Pyro there on the rest of his core to make sure they do not take a lot of damage. The more damage you take, the less likely you are to push forward. Dexel now peeking around this corner. He's been spotted out and wants to take a different angle.
It's interesting to note that Red Team are running Duckman on a little mini sentry on second. I don't really think they're looking to hold this point, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, you got to trade off with the engineer. If you run the level 3 sentry, it's very difficult for him to push forward effectively and play with the team. If you run the mini sentry, though, once you're on defense, it can be tough to work with because you don't have that wrangled level 3 anymore. So, big trade-off there, and yeah, if they want to be aggressive with the mini sentry, that's what they were going to do. But right now, it looks like Red Team actually has everybody up, and only half of the team alive for Knights of the Apocalypse. This is Red Team's time to shine. Drain Arian has already gotten around behind, killed Jeffel there, and now he's behind the medic, getting air blasted away, but he does force the Uber for Team Blue.
Now the fastest way to middle from second to 3 is from under, so it would be nice to see medic Hexstream pushing in underneath and just trying to get there, but I guess they're trying to clear out all the flanks first.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to cap middle straight away. There's too many spawners for blue, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like 4 life here trying to get around behind the enemy team again. It looks, oh, he may just be able to do it. He's declicking right now. Gets spotted out though, and oh, no communication there at all. The medic knew the spy was there. The Heavy took the stab anyway. So Red Team not very happy about that, and they're having to back out once again. Oh, we've got some Frontier Justice crits for Duckman though.
I guess that is an advantage for having the mini sentry. Get your crits faster.
Just a little bit, it absolutely is, and you know, getting those crits, of course, you can get the kills with level 3 sentry too, but you don't want that level 3 sentry to die is the problem. With mini sentries, you can actually have crits on demand. Get a kill with it, and then just run into the enemy team, destroy your own sentry, and you get those crits. So Collide now pushing in to the left-hand side, taking a lot of damage though, and it looks as though Red Team wanted to cap mid. They are now running into everyone on blue, all 9 of them up, and Spy there got a pick on dark side. Once again, one of those embarrassing pyro deaths to a Spy. Always hate to see that. But for the Spy, it's really great. Now we've got the Uber popped once again for blue. They're getting out here, and Hexstream only has about 40%. He's fallen way back, though. Probably going to be okay with this. Big aggressive soldier jump, but where has he gone? Oh, he's still behind the enemy team. Finding the enemy engineer right now does knock down Duckman, so Duck is no longer going to have sentries up for a while. Keiru trying to knock out the sniper down now as well, but he's just going to have to run back through the choke. Managed to get away from that. Keiru with some beautiful play, except that Jojo ends up killing him just after. Oh. And if you guys couldn't see, I was even making a little frowny face for that. But Knights of the Apocalypse, they're still holding mid. They seem to have parked the bus, which of course is a very European term, but I've talked about that one before. They're just kind of sitting here and turtling up on the middle point here, and as they turtle, I mean, it's going to be very difficult for Red Team to do a lot about this. But so far, pushing out, Nani trying to get the headshots, whatever he can right now.
Mini sentry versus mini sentry.
Once
again. Wins. Well played, Jeffel.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. I love seeing the mini sentry battles, and of course here on SalTV, this was we watched the Breloom Revolution as it begun. I love seeing mini sentry engineers, but really, of course, you're going to see that a lot in Highlander anyway. It's 6v6 where I really like to see that, and I just
watching Jeeves trying to shoot the medic, and he gets a pick on Dougie.
Oh, There you go. S-Dog down once again. If there's one thing I've seen, I know S-Dog is a good friend of mine, but it seems like sometimes his team doesn't protect him as much as he tends to really enable them with his awesome crits play. And he's still running the Vitasaur. 4 life now, coming around behind the enemies. He's walked straight past the engineer, goes for a stab. Really, he could have gone for that engineer there and at least gotten 1 pick, so it looks like that just didn't work for him there. Too bad for life, and he's even kind of like, oh, I know I should have gotten that. Oh well.
Bit of aggressive sniping from Dexeldragon. Can he do anything with this? No, there's too many people. He does get his piss up. Take his life, take him for it though.
Yeah,
not a good trade.
No, we're watching Jeeves right now, once again, just kind of hanging out on the flanks, and he's looking for stabs. Where is he? Looks like he's, no, he has not gotten a stab. That was a headshot there on Jeff. And so now, actually, Knights of the Apocalypse with 5 up, they are losing middle. Jeeves wants to come around here, and he did surprise them with that disguise. Managed to get the kill on Piggy. Now S-Dog is down as well, but not before K-Roo killed Jeeves. K-Roo's still going huge here, killing Ghetto as well, and just trying to delay this aggression here from Red as much as possible. But it looks like we may actually see Stock for Pubs put a point on the board. And how much time is left in this half? It's still 20 minutes. It's anybody's game right now.
I really love that name from K-Roo. It's a beautiful name. Just saying.
There you go. We are still on the K-Roo cam. Collide now running out to the second point, so I think the Knights here are going to have second held down. Getting that sentry up even to level 2. So using the Jag, trying to build his building as quickly as possible. I think you actually have to be smacking them with it for it to build faster, though. There have been a lot of extensive calculations and timed plays using the Jag. You can look them up on YouTube or whatever, and really, unless you're constantly packing up and deploying level 1 sentries, it's almost not worth it to use the Jag at all. Just use that regular Southern Hospitality for the bleed damage. But look at this. Red team doing very well on offense so far. Nani is having free reign back here as a sniper, no sentries, nothing to shoot at him, and that means Red's really trying to push and cap. It's just they've lost a lot of their damage classes right now. Soldier down, Demo down, Scout was down there as well. They've caught a good respawn wave, and they are capping second. This might be the first time that's happened all game.
I'd really love to see them push to last now. Come on, this is your round, I can feel it.
They're probably going to wait for Uber here. That's probably an okay idea, but let's just check where the sentry is right now, and do they have it up yet? No, Engineer hasn't even built a sentry yet. Time is a-wasting there, Jeff. So we need to see a sentry come up here from Knights of the Apocalypse if they want to defend this effectively, because the 90% Uber for Hex stream right now is going uncontested. He's going to get in here, and I think they're going to have an Uber pretty soon to push in with. Yep, they are getting a forward position right now. Sounds like there was some sapping going on of a blue teleporter there. And let's just see if we can't find our heavy cam. Sorry, oh man, clicking through 18 players is so lame. Here we go, Jojo to Clown, ready to go, walk out here onto the sticky trap. He takes, just walks right past it, and they weren't even deaded. But now he's, of course, getting air blasted, and now we see that Wrangled Sentry going up. It is only level 1, though, so not going to deal nearly as much damage as it could. Counter Uber by Knights of the Apocalypse, doing some damage, but now S-Dog is down, and actually we're going to have, I think this point is going to get capped. Oh, so close! The Pyro couldn't quite stay alive for long enough, but incoming the Demo Man dealing a lot of damage. Collide
Jeeves
could
do
drop stab!
Oh my god!
Jeeves!
Beautiful Jeeves.
Oh, Jeeves, you are the hero of the match.
He is the man of this map.
Hero of the match for sure. And let's just see what his score looks like right now. Actually, Jojo has surpassed him this round, but just barely. Jeeves, I mean, seriously, ask this guy all the questions you want, because if you ask Jeeves, he will answer, and he will normally answer with a knife to your back, thus winning the game for his own team. Mid-fight already
so
getting ready to go here. I know, it's awful, but hey, it's the best I can do under stressful circumstances. So Red Team getting around here and trying to deal as much damage as they possibly can, but so far they're getting backed into their little choke area. Where is the Blue Team? Looks like they are simultaneously... No, they're actually in a little bit of a better position here, hanging around the back of the point. They've got their soldier being very aggressive. K-Roo doing a good job here. Now, finally, the Red Team has walked their heavy through the house, and he's getting some time standing on that point, but he goes down right away. The Uber is ready for S-Dog. It is not ready yet for Hex Stream. And S-Dog has already popped it here at the mid-fight. So valuable, actually, to see them not wasting a second there on that Uber, because they really want to cap that mid-fight, get these spawn advantages. I mean, that is, of course, a big advantage, especially for Highlander. But Hex actually pops his counter Uber here on the point, and oh, there goes Griever. So Griever was trying to grief, I think, the Red Team with his air blast just a little bit, and it was not meant to be. They did manage to take him down. Stock for Pubs have not capped the point yet, but then neither has the Blue Team, and it looks like there's just utter chaos on this mid-fight. Ooh, Collide coming in, though, with his pocket medic. Wait, does he actually have that little pocket medic? No, looks like...
I think if you try and collide with Clyde, you're not going to come out of that.
No, and in fact, you might call Collide a pretty large guy, considering he's playing heavy. Might we actually have a large heavy collider in this map?
We should be shot.
Probably. I'm kind of a science nerd too, and by science nerd I don't.
Backstab.
Yeah, he is.
Piggy going down. Hopefully that will slow down Knights of the Apocalypse enough to not help let them push on to the 4th cap.
Yeah, but they are going to get a couple of respawns here in just 1 second. That's a scout and a demo man, so they're going to get to this fight pretty quickly. And no, Knights of the Apocalypse dropping back once again. They had mid briefly, and they are having to fall back now. KA, looks like they still want to make a play for it, though. Collide getting the heavy, so the large heavy collider in action right there. But looks like finally both heavies are now down, so I think maybe they had some kind of a helium leak. They had to shut it down for about a year. It costs a lot of money to have that large heavy collider shut down. I don't think I'm going to stop with that. I think I'm just going to keep rolling with it.
No, keep rolling with it. I like it.
Alright, so Zephyr now getting in, trying to deal as much damage as possible, grabs the kit, and there goes Dex. Sorry, Dex, I know you like being featured on the stream, and probably not when you are dying. Nonetheless, Dex is a pretty cool dude, though. He's the one who sent me this demo, and so far, KA is at 4-1 against Stock4Pub, but Stock4Pub's starting to pull something together here. About 15 minutes left in the match, unless I'm mistaken. Let me pull that back up. Yes, 15 minutes left to go, so my time wizard senses are working just fine today. And Stock4Pub's going to push out there, probably, they've got the Uber now, they're waiting for a couple of spawners here, and oh man, those sticky carpets all over this choke actually mean that Stock4Pub's going to have a tough time pushing. Draenarian, though, going in through the lower area here. Nope, got spotted out. Oh, and here we go. He's finally found the medic. He may go for S-Dog here. S-Dog taking a lot of damage, falling back through the choke. He's going to be okay. It looks like JoJo's down, and Duck now. Oh my gosh, lots and lots of people dying. Hexstream goes down to the revolver from 4 life, so some good spy play there once again from our blue spy now, but he's been caught. Oh no! This one spy. Oh, how did he get away from that? That was hilarious. Alright, it was spy versus spy. One of them was cloaked. The other one could not find where he was. Did a lot of damage, though. And now the Uber popped out here for KA. I think they're going to be able to cap this point. Only 4 left up right now. Although one of them is Jeeves. And let's ask Jeeves if he can get a kill. The answer is no! He gets popped up into the air there and knocked down by our good old friend Kairu, or Kairu, on the soldier. Duckman dropping back. He 9 health there. Did a lot of damage. Don't think he got any kills, but always good to see getting that damage and then dropping back to the medic with the crit heals once you are done. KA, though, holds on to the midpoint once again, and can they push forward and finish this game? Of course, Highlander games always so incredibly long, especially because of the way UGC rules work, but hey, I love casting long games. Collide here, having to drop back. He does not want to push into a medic demo, and oh no. Yeah, 4 life goes down there to Ghetto, so now we've got Knights of the Apocalypse now pushing a little bit more towards this spawn, trying to deal damage, trying to deal as much as they possibly can, because of course the more damage the enemy team takes, the less they can push, and you might just get those picks.
I'm just watching Jeeves here by the... I can see Griever on the pyro checking. I'll let you know if he gets anything. Oh, he gets the NG!
Yep, sounds like he got the NG.
And he's back to hiding.
Well done to these spies. They know exactly when they can get in there and pick, and of course there was an Uber going on at the same time. KA has lost all but 4 of their players right now, and this medic is just trying to body block the... What are you doing, S-Dog? What on earth? Oh, why would you do that? Oh, it was hilarious. Now he ended up just walking right up to that heavy and standing in front of him, so that was kind of funny. Stock4Pubs now, though, looks like they have the middle point recaptured once again. Good spy work there by 4 life. Dispenser down for Duckman. He was carrying it around, and of course, if you're carrying your luggage and you get stabbed in the back, your luggage is just going to spill out all over the floor, and in the case of a dispenser, break terribly. Now, Stock4Pubs, can they push into the second, though? They have a big Uber advantage right now. And S-Dog, is he, let's see, is he running the regular medigun? No, so we haven't seen as much crits this round. It looks like it's just mainly been a regular invuln most of the time. But S-Dog is still running with that Vitasaw, keeping his 140 health, of course. 150 is a normal max health for the medic, but you're in that Vitasaw, and you get to hold on to the Uber at the cost of probably dying just a little bit more. Jeeves now is around behind the enemy team, but he's been spotted out by a scout, and I don't think he's going to get away from this. Wow. actually juking the scout really hard here. Griever does go down to Ghetto, and Jeeves still having some fun with the Spy there. Looks like Red's pushing in once again to the second point, but the the Pyro goes down right away. Jeeves now gets revolvered to death by 4Life. Collide holding down the second point, and oh, it is a large heavy collider once again. This time around, Collide takes the worst of it. JoJo with 2 health left after that battle, but he did manage to get away and sandwich himself just fine. So KA is actually considering popping off last here, but no, they've got the Uber. They're going to push right back out and see if they can't knock out the heavy.
This is exactly what I'd like to see in Highlander. Well played to Knights of the Apocalypse with that block.
Yeah, blocking that cap, of course, means they don't have to go back and sit on their last point. They don't give up that forward spawn there for Red Team. And, oh man, big damage coming down by Piggy right now with the huge stickies. Let's see if he can do some more. Looks like 4Life getting another backstab there on Hexstream. So Hex is down right now, no Uber advantage for them. And Piggy coming around to deal more and more sticky damage. Now that the enemy medic is gone, every bit of damage they deal to the enemy team is golden. Piggy's not able to deal quite enough yet, and lots of stickies now coming in by the opposing demo man, Zephyr. Zephyr, a very good demo man himself. I know I've played with him before, and he is quite a good guy. Dexel now just looking up the side here, seeing if he can't get a snipe, but he's being very, very far forward, very aggressive. Wants a buff from his medic, not getting it. So, Dex, sorry, bro. You know, sometimes we medics we can't heal everybody at once. Good try there, and it looks like, oh, lots of combined fire knocking down that heavy very quickly. So JoJo, once again, needs to go back to clown school because it seems like he's been knocked out of this little fight. Dex, though, can he get the snipes, or will he end up... No, he ends up bushwhacker killing Ghetto there. So Ghetto was trying to go for that, and I think that... I want to say that Stock for Pubs here can still hold on to mid now that S-Dog is down. Tuna Fish down as well. 4Life coming around. We'll see if he can't get some kind of a kill. It's anybody's game right now, but I think with all the respawn of Red, they should be able to stop this cap. But so far, good attempt at a spy cap by 4Life, Knights of the Apocalypse. They should have this round. It's only about 9 minutes left now, and remember the score is 4-1. So it would be very, very difficult for Stock for Pubs to pull this game out. I don't know. We will have to see. Now Jeeves coming around down through the bottom. Yeah.
Whilst we're in a bit of a lull, the Venusaur is actually incredibly useful when you have a heavy like Collide donating all his sandwiches to his medic. So I like to see that heavy and medic love.
Oh yeah, I mean the sandwiches from the medic, even in regular pub play, if you have a pocket medic helping you out, get over there and sandwich him as much as you possibly can. Just right click and throw that sandwich at your medic. We love it when you do that, guys. We absolutely love it. You will be our best bros for life, and we will always put those Ubers on you. Jeeves now going around to the last point, seeing if he can't get behind the enemy team and get some stabs. Looking like he may want to go for... I don't even know right now. He's... Uh-oh. He could have been spotted there. I think if Dex was paying enough attention, he actually could have seen that happening, but no. Okay, so Knights of the Apocalypse once again blocking the capture on second point by this Pyro with their Uber. The Uber is now faded, and both teams have about even Uber percentages. Knights of the Apocalypse cannot push out here yet to mid, but they're getting lots of kills right now. Jeeves has gone down, but not before picking the sniper, and Collide wants to push out here, deal damage. First thing he goes for is the mini sentry. I mean, that's decent prioritization there. It is a little aimbot, and it's the only thing that's not going to retreat from you, so you may as well. Looks like Hexstream has gone down once again. Zephyr, though, getting a couple big kills there with the pills.
And Knights of the Apocalypse are currently pushing under to Yukon mid. I was just saying earlier on, that's the fastest way to middle, so it's nice to see them adopting an aggressive playstyle here.
Yeah, Griever now kills enemy Pyro and then drops down himself. Hey Nani Nani is... trying his very best to get lots and lots of headshots here, and every damage he does, every bit of damage he does is getting cleaned up pretty well. Dexel, oh, going down to JoJo to clown from the side, and I think he might have taken a body shot there from his opposing sniper as well. And now, once again, Red Team with a very big player advantage. They're going to try and push into the second point, but they aren't looking very coordinated right now. Actually, a blue spy leading the way for the red push. I kind of like to see that. Oh, wow, what a beautiful stab there by 4Life. Headshot, though. Nani Nani taking out Jeff with his mini sentry, in turn taking out Ghetto. Now Dex has knocked out Nani. Oh my gosh, it is going all over the place. Chaotic fighting happening right now. Knights of the Apocalypse still wanting to push out with this big 100% Uber and get out to the middle point, but can they actually make this push? These pushes are so hard to make through the choke. Uber forced early there by some good pipes, and now the Pyro's coming right back in to air blast it away. That is just so common to see those Pyros being Uber pests. That is what they are. Oh no, Hexstream gets caught out of position again though by Griever this time around. Griever, the Pyro, of course, for KA, doing some huge work there. Now that the medic is gone for Red Team. Oh no, S-Dog is down as well. It's 3-on-3 right now. There was a heavy battle on the point. JoJo won that one, and so it looks like the Clown School has actually paid off. Oh, finally gets knocked out by some stickies there, and it looks like maybe this point can get capped, but with a sniper and a demo man looking down.
Cut. Wow.
Yeah, those mini sentries are just nasty to deal with. S-Dog with a 20% Uber held over from that Vita Saw. Very, very useful. But oh man.
Zephyr trying to clean up.
He's having some trouble with Piggy here though. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Looks like
Piggy gets taken down by Nonny. Nonny, nice shot.
Absolutely. Yeah, looks like KA here is they're feeling the pressure just a little bit. They're not able to push out here and really be effective, and they're starting to push one at a time, which in Highlander is a death sentence. Even in 6v6, I mean, if you push one at a time, it's usually a death sentence, but we of course see a lot of good play from like roaming soldiers especially to jump in and kill the medic at key moments, but here it's basically just like a heavy walks out and says, hey, can I do some damage here? Not really thinking about, oh wait, I need to push forward with my team, and you're just gonna die. Oh man, is that... Oh no, Jeff taken down again. So Jeffel there, the engineer for blue, is just not having a good day. Headshots and backstabs all over the place. Can red team actually get this point here? Looks like there's been an Uber pop. Drain getting around behind. Wants to get that Uber flash to him just a little bit.
He's doing work on S-Doggy as well. S-Doggy going down to him. Zephyr trying to look to push last before the NG builds up. This is exactly the kind of playstyle I enjoy. Do it, Zephyr!
Oh, he did end up getting...
out by Piggy.
Yeah. But Knights of the Apocalypse are setting up now with a decent defense. They've just now built up a level 1 sentry, and Collide knocks out JoJo, knocks out Drain as well, finishes him off after he craters into the ground there. But look at this Pyro play here, very, very well done by him. It does end up going down, but getting some capture time onto that point, forcing Blue to play very defensively. Oh, Spies! Walking into flames is really not what you want to be doing. Now here we go. 4 life, looking like he wants to peek around back here and just get some kills, and at this point only 4 minutes left. At 4-1 right now. It would require 3 points for the red team in under 4 minutes. It's possible, but I don't see how likely it is. I want to call the game for Knights of the Apocalypse. Every time I do that, I tend to get completely wrong though. So and now the Uber coming in for KA. They are managing to defend and recapture second. Big attempt there by Drain Arian to kill the heavy there, Collide, but no, he is down, and Collide just eats his own little sandwich. Duckman now having to back out, so...
and Collide forces the Uber.
Ooh.
Collide doing work on this point.
And the Uber actually gets popped there briefly on the Engineer instead of JoJo. JoJo probably could have used that a little bit more, but he's falling back right now. The Engineer did end up dying. And yes, that point has been captured once again for KA here, who are doing a very good job on defense. And so far, they've just been showing themselves to be the superior team this time around. I did not hear a lot about Stock for Pubs. I don't know if they're a new team. So, of course, if you're in the comments watching this and you know those Stock for Pubs guy, do let me know who they are, so I can of course be really embarrassed about how dumb I am. I just don't know these scenes well enough sometimes, but it's always great to see these teams going against each other. And right now, S4P actually pushing in to the last point. They do not have their Uber quite yet, but they're going to have a big advantage here. It's just that right now, a Sniper looking at the medic. Can he get the pick? No, he's gotten a good headshot though. Sounds like our soldier there tried to jump in. Zephyr and JoJo are both down, so now even if they have the Uber, what are they going to Uber right now? Can they Uber a Pyro? I mean,
go
at this point, push in, push in. No!
Oh my god! Hexstream gets back on 4 life. Doing so much work, he just got the Uber there. I really feel for him as a medic.
Yeah, he just lost his players there. They pushed a little bit too early. I mean, they kind of had to. And actually, you look at what's happening right now. S-Dog just came back up with his 20% Uber. But it looks like KA once again going to cap the second point here. And with only 2.5 minutes left, I don't even think it's mathematically possible for Red Team to capture all 3 of the points. They need to tie it up at this point. So from now on, it is pretty much going to be Hat Fortress 2, and we're going to watch some amazing hats right now. Ghetto getting in, dealing some damage, but also has a very cool looking yellow shades and beanie combination. What is up, Ghetto? Styling on your opponents like a boss. Meanwhile, of course, as you said, the lime green color coordination from the Knights of the Apocalypse team looking pretty sexy there for Collide as he runs back and forth on the point. We've got the Engineer now as well with the lime green potato hat. Griever wearing, interestingly, the oh, what is that hat called? The little the hat with the rose in it. Looks so cute on the Pyro.
it's the Madam Dixie.
There you go, the Madam Dixie, indeed. So I guess sometimes as a pyro you just want to feel like a pretty old Southern belle, and that is of course a great way to do it. Knights of the Apocalypse are backed up here to their last point, but with only a minute left to go, they have this game won. So Knights of the Apocalypse in the UGC summer season are winning their first game. Excellently done to them. Let's just see here. We've got Dexel wearing, I think, the default hat there. Of course, once again, that Medic's Mountain cap for red. They're actually getting a cap here, so it is now 4-2, saving some face there with a big medic-heavy back cap. And so S4P here with only about 1 minute left to go, probably going to start calling GG, I would imagine. But with 4-2, I mean, good game and extremely well played to both teams.
At last, to middle.
Oh yeah.
Too little, too late, I'm afraid.
Probably is, that's too bad. But nonetheless, I mean, these guys have played very well so far, both teams. And I do love seeing that Kritzkrieg used. I don't think it's been used a lot this game. Well, actually, it was, wasn't it? I lie. But the more I see Kritzkrieg used, especially in Highlander, the better, because you really want to get that damage out on your opponent's team as much as possible. Red right now trying as hard as they can to push, but Draenarian's been taken down. Actually, they got a big headshot there on Ghetto, and Zephyr getting backstabbed right before it looks like Dexel goes down to a revolver from Jeeves, so Jeeves still doing work non-stop in this game. And where is that's a terrible little spy there, the terror of the red team, who has just been holding the team up. He once again is tied with his demo man there. And there you go, guys. That is a game. This has been Salamancer. I've been joined by Psunfragga. If you have any shoutouts, go ahead and do them now. And it sounds like she does not, so I am going to go ahead and sign out.
I thought you were talking to the streamers. I'm just being polite.
Of
course, just, you know, shout out to vanillatv.org. They are my nirvana for everything to do with competitive in Europe, so check them out, because they do feature some videos from Sal and some NA teams as well. So
yeah, and this has been Salamancer. Of course, you should be watching these videos on youtube.com/fatmop in all of their high definition glory. I am going to be signing out.